Ant farms was one of my favorite things as growing up as a kid to play with outside. Ladybugs was a close second. Now available at garden centers, kids can actually come in with their mom and dad and purchase thousands of ladybugs that they get to have crawl around all over them. They even have little houses so they can take the ladybugs home and watch them grow and develop. It's a great way to show enthusiasm for everything that's natural and native outside. Gets them away from the television and gets them into the garden. And while they're out in the garden, they have a chance to get outside and grow vegetables and fruits to see where they truly come from. By doing so, they tend to increase their willingness to go ahead and eat those fruits and vegetables, not having to fight with them quite so much anymore. Not only that, science has proven that by kids being active in the garden, their science scores are even increased. So the benefits of getting kids outside are overwhelming. So now we're going to go over and check out some seeds that'll be easy for your kids to grow at home. Oh, I just love fresh basil. Luann, how are you?
I need some of this. Hi, how are you, MJ? Welcome to Tagawas.
So now exactly tell us what you do here at Tagawas.
I am the Garden Outreach Ambassador here at Tagawas, which means I do some classes in the store. We can go out and talk to clubs, garden groups, PTAs, whatever. We try to bring the garden center to wherever the interest is and make people bold so they want to try it.
As I was walking in here today, I actually saw a group of Girl Scouts leaving, and speaking of Girl Scouts, we're talking about kids in the garden.
Great.
What are some seeds that would be great and easy for kids to start?
There are so many, so we just have picked a few right now. We have sugar peas, and I know that you can see kids sometimes just pulling those right off the bush. They may not want a green pea out of a can, but this is different, and we're getting to where you can start some of those in the cooler weather. A little bit earlier in the season, what kid doesn't want to grow their own pumpkin? This is a nice warty one. A little bit late right now, but if you want a warty pumpkin like this, plant it next season. There's so many choices.
We call those Freddy Kruegers.
I like it. I like it.
Freddy Kruegers. What else do you have?
Well, we're going to go with the basil that you have there. We have sweet basil.
It smells so
good. And I try to tell kids that when they go to the Italian restaurant, swish the bread around. This is one of the main things they're eating. So it comes up quickly, it's easy. A lot of the herbs are so easy to grow, and kids can really get into it.
My kids love this with fresh tomatoes.
Yum, so do big kids.
Mozzarella.
Yeah, yeah. Oh yeah. Cilantro, if you have any taste for Mexican food, is good. It's up in just a few days, and they can actually see the results of their work right now, right away. So it goes on and on the list. Cherry tomatoes, we still have some plants, and it is a great time to be.
Well, some of these varieties, you can grow them inside. Grow them inside, and a lot of the herbs inside on a windowsill.
Right.
Very easy to do. So we're not going to only inspire kids to be involved in gardening, but we're going to drag them into the perennial section and let them see how beautiful it is. So no longer will we have to drag them in, but they're going to want to run in themselves because they're going to be so excited. Luann has some great ideas to show that inspiration, so we're going to perennials now. So Luann, one of my favorite parts of the idea of you guys doing a tour and getting kids out here is touching and feeling. So often they're told don't touch, and in here you tell them to go exploring. What kind of things are they looking for?
Go exploring. Here in the perennials courtyard at Tagawas, one thing we have them do is with a one-finger touch. They can't grab, but with a one-finger touch, find the plant that feels like a hedgehog. You can feel yourself. This coneflower, an echinacea, feels just like a hedgehog. They love that. Find the biggest flower. There it is.
Beautiful.
Hibiscus. We keep it really simple. We tell them what a perennial is, but this is more their style. Let me see what I can find. Find a plant that looks like a little red bird sitting in a tree.
You know, and this has been one of the hottest plant select plants that's come out in a while.
They're so much fun. And you can even see the little beak. The kids get it. And find a plant that is soft, like a lamb's ear. They feel, they can see. Who knew a plant could be that soft? So we have a great time. They have a great time.
And they're actually learning names of plants without even knowing it.
Yeah.
So that's perfect. Well, these are all beautiful, and the best part about everything you guys do here is you're not just teaching them about plants, but you have other classes and projects for them to do if they come to Tagawas.
We have lots of classes. Some of them have a small fee. For example, this is a jar of beans from one of our dilly bean classes. So they come, they get the beans for a very small fee. They put in the garlic, the dill, the vinegar, and they take it home, tell them to give it a few weeks or months to cure. They walk out with their own little jar of dilly beans. Great fun.
That's a great project, and it's very easy for them to do.
Absolutely.
And once again, we're getting kids to eat a vegetable that maybe they would not do normally.
Right.
I appreciate the fact that you're with us today. You are one of the best
much.
ambassadors I've ever met. We want to thank Tagawas Garden Centers for hosting us out here. We had a fantastic time. Coming up next on Dig In, we are going to have Horticulture 101. Stay tuned.
Hi, this is Chef Mick from Tony's Markets. Coming up later, we're going to make the best spare ribs ever and country-style green beans right here on Dig In.